about sightings. So you're actually representing the family now and kid finders. So you're like a spokesperson for them.
I'm helping support their delivery to the public.
So tell us about this photo and whether or not the family agrees that it's her.
The photo is one of the closest we've seen. We've seen a lot of photos.
It was taken randomly.
Randomly by a cell phone by two women at a local area. And there are just too many characteristics that stood out that it could be her. We're not saying that it is her. We're saying that it's just another tip that somebody in the community believed it was her.
And today's Thursday, and this was Sunday. Where was it at, and what do you want the FBI to do about it?
You would have to speak with our private investigator from DNA Investigations on the specifics. But if I was a mother, I would definitely want the FBI or any authorities that are on this search for Kaylee to investigate every possibility. There's proof that she's touching something, which I would think, and I don't have an investigation background, but I would think that they could lift prints to prove that it's not her and rule it out. And that's the closest thing we've had so far. We could say we have a sighting here and a sighting there, and nobody will provide video footage or this reason or that reason. But when you're looking at this picture, she's touching something, and I would think from my perception that fingerprints would be warranted.
And has anybody contacted the local police in the town where this happened?
I would have to defer that over to Dominic again.
Okay. So at this point, what is your opinion about all of the people that are involved that are now making money off of this? And you've got a list of people that are just using this family at this point for notoriety.
I can't speculate and I can't place any opinion on any of them except anybody getting paid for a story, because I've been in this field for over 20 years, and if you're speaking the truth, you should be able to speak it without having to be paid to speak. So in my line, I can only speak to the efforts that folks have been paid to submit photos or paid to have them on air anywhere, because that won't happen as long as I'm here. Because
this cell phone photo was just sent to you or the family?
It was sent to DNA Investigations.
Okay, so somebody took the time, took the cell phone, somehow found DNA Investigations.
We have it all over the website, helpfindkaylee.com. Kaylee Tips at yahoo.com is another avenue that we've posted everywhere. If the world thinks somebody's dead, I go back to Elizabeth Smart. Everybody thought that she was deceased and no longer around. And 10 months later, her captors decide to bring her into the public, and one person had her face in her mind all those 10 months, 9 months, and that's how they found her. So when the public's perception is that a child, or anybody for that matter, is deceased, and the authorities have issued a statement indicating that the case is closed, and they believe she's to be dead, why not bring her out? Nobody's looking for her anymore.
And they just want to keep her. They just want to keep her forever and ever.
I can't speak for anybody on that end of it. That would be up to them. But I can tell you that if I was a parent, and I've been here only a week, but I've been working with the Anthony'S and Kid Finders Network for the last 3 months, and I'll tell you, all the emotions for the last 3 months can't compare to this week. This week, it's just too emotional.
It definitely is. So at this point, your plans are to go to the highest authority you can, whether it be law enforcement or media?
That would be the call of the Anthony'S and the call of everybody else involved with finding Kaylee. We truly believe that Kaylee is alive. We haven't been shown otherwise. And from my standpoint, as somebody that's delivering the message, I don't believe she's deceased.
And you feel like the reason that the FBI is not looking for her anymore, it goes all the way up to the Attorney General's office?
From my perspective and from all the news media I've heard, I don't believe the FBI has issued a statement. I believe that it came from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, if I'm not wrong, in assuming that yesterday evening on the news. I haven't heard from an FBI agent that has declared it. So until then, I guess I can't answer that question clearly.
All right. I think that was everything we wanted to ask you about the photo.
Okay.